It's time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, good morning.
Good morning, George. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Vicki. All right, Vicki, I have just one thing I have to share with you and
Okay.
share with the audience. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy
Oh,
birthday.
George, you got me. I was not expecting that.
I know you wasn't.
Goodness. Now you got me. What they call full
Right,
throttle,
right. So like
cheese, everything.
tomorrow, right, is the big day?
Tomorrow is a big day.
Yes.
Tomorrow is a big day, and I am looking forward to it. But I thank you very much for that unexpected
I know you wasn't ready
rendition
for
of
that.
happy birthday. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, George,
Well,
now that I'm, set back on my heels, let me go back
right.
and compose myself to
Yes.
talk about what we want to. And this is good news this week.
Okay.
We still have some challenges that we want to discuss a little bit, but I like every once in a while to bring us some good news. So here's the good news.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses are returning $140 million in surprise overdraft fees to consumers, according to the CFPB.
Okay.
Now, just to make sure everyone understands what the CFPB report is, the CFPB is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau,
Okay.
which was a federal agency that was stood up during the time right after the financial crisis back in 2006, 2007. And their responsibility is to monitor consumer activity and to bring about changes or policies that should be enacted in order to protect consumers, particularly around their finances. So here's the good news. I also saw an article that the president was getting ready to sign or propose legislation to get rid of all of these junk fees and special assessments and bank overdraft fees and so forth. And it looks like some institutions have on their own decided that they're going to try and get ahead of this new policy. And as a result, they are refunding $140 million to consumers, particularly around NSF fees. Do you know what an NSF fees is, George?
It's called non-sufficient funds.
Non-sufficient
I don't know
funds.
why I know what that means. I just know
Because
what
you
that means.
started out in banking. That's
Yes,
why
it
you
is.
know, okay? From your early career areas as far as non-sufficient funds,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure at least once in our lives, many people who are listening have experienced, where you don't have enough money to cover the actual draft. I have to say draft now because before it was writing a check.
Right.
Draft, okay, or debit from your account that created not only the loss of funding as far as the amount of money that wasn't there, okay, as far as that charge, but also additional charges for the non-sufficient fund, and in some cases where you may have had overdraft protection.
Mm-hmm.
The overdraft protection, which is supposed to be a safeguard, also had an additional fee associated with it. So by the time you racked all of those things together, it was really a heavy responsibility on the consumer concerning non-sufficient fund charges. But there are many more that are being examined through the new policies that the president is proposing, and the CFP board, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, are looking at as far as additional charges and overdraft fees and what they call junk fees that have been packed into many of our bills, on our cable bills, on our bank bills, on your credit card bills, that are driving consumers into deeper and deeper obligations and deeper debt. So that is what I would call a good news story, because consumers are winning at this point in time, at least in some way, concerning the reduction in or elimination of many of these junk fees. Here's a part of the story that's not so good, though. It's a sort of period paragraph. Bank charges relative to credit card interest rates. Now, you know what I do for a living here at Brackens Financial Solutions Network. I saw on a credit card statement 28.9% the other day.
Yeah.
28.9%. And you know whose credit card statement that was?
Whose?
Vicki Brackens. I went,
Whoa.
what the hell?
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Right. Yeah, go ahead. That's right.
What
That's
is
right.
this? Okay.
Right.
So I got right on the phone and I called the institution and I said, what is this? And they gave me this story. Ma'am, well, you know, interest rates have been going up and everything is tied to the Federal Reserve rate.
Right.
And we just automatically started moving things up based on the new Federal Reserve rates. And there's really not much we can do about it. And you know what I said? I do this for a living, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I know that, because I didn't want to get really angry. Okay. I know that it's not automatically tied, that it is tied to the credit rating of the individual as to what band that you fall into, that you don't have all of your consumers rolled up into one band. She said, can I put you on hold for a minute? And about 3 minutes later, she came back and said, oh, we have a special running right now. I don't know if it was a special or not, but that went down almost 10%. Just
Yeah.
shy
because
of
you
10%.
called. So
Because
basically,
I called.
So
my
look at your
point
credit
is,
card statement and see what that interest
everybody
is.
needs to flip over their credit card statements
Right.
and pay attention to what the rates are and how they have crept up over the last, particularly because I usually look at it, but I hadn't in the last 3 months. Over the last 3 to 6 months, things have been ratcheting up at a rate that is absolutely not in conjunction with what your credit standing may be. And pick up the phone and call. Absolutely pay attention and take action. All right, George, I forgot to say this earlier. Share and subscribe. Make sure you share and subscribe this segment. Both of these stories, actually, even though it felt like a little negative on the end, you have a way of taking action in both cases. Share and subscribe. If you have questions, feel free to give me a call at area code 315-930-4499, or reach out to us at info@Brackens, BRACKENS, FSN.com. And I'll happily say, I'm happy about my birthday. Thank you all for your birthday wishes. And our plate is full with chocolate
Vicki,
cake.
Before I say goodbye, I wanted to ask you, how do I get on your email blast? Because it's chock full of great information. I get it a couple of times. So tell me about that. How do I get on that list?
Very simple. Go to info@Brackens, FSN.com. And when you send that in, say, add me to your email distribution. That's all you need to say. Yeah. Add me to your email distribution, and we will happily do so. Okay.
All right. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. You know what it is. It's her birthday. So if you see Vicki Brackens tomorrow, you tell her happy birthday and that she is America's money maven.